2, 3, 4. Heartbroken Houston, Texas, couldn't get off the sofa. The thing about depression, you think your life is over. When I was all alone, you came and changed how I feel. Let me cook. Only you understand me, you fill me up completely. And when I'm self-destructive, you make me feel so pretty. You always pull me closer to let me know that it's real.
Well, the Giants began play all the way back in 1925. And almost 100 years later, this venue was built to house their next era. MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Up next, it's our main event between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. Here's Graham Gano out for the opening kick. And we're off from MetLife. Set to return it. Here's Will Shipley. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
Great, set. Anyway, crowd left Yeti.
Right to the air, it's Ertz. Escapes the pocket. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Great, set.
They run it with Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be pushed down up near that 40-yard line. A pickup of 17. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Going to the ground again on first. Shoves him off. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down. Play action. Hurts has it. Nice gain left side. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take a 6-0 lead right away. They're on the road, but still favored coming into this one. And they quickly made a mockery of that home field advantage, Brock, with an opening drive TD.
Just kind of playing like a team, right? That just knows it. They believe in themselves. They've got that athletic arrogance and confidence. Coming into this building, they can't wait to take the home crowd right out of them.
All set for the kickoff. Gunnar Olszewski now to return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
Ready up.
Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. Dart starting with a pass here. Hits him on the out route. And they'll have a small gain up to about the 32. Jahan Campbell, yet another first-round defender out of Alabama. They're on the tackle. 5 still to go here. This is 2nd down.
Ready. 19 Tigers. Take off.
Now here's Cam Scattergood on the ground. Keeps himself upright. Cuts right. And he's going to take it in for the New York touchdown. The Giants finish up their opening drive. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome a quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Shipley now to return. Making some progress here. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. New set of downs for him from the 31.
63, no touchdown. No touchdown.
Hurts on first down. Buying some time right. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play. Working quickly here. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage. Set him up now with third down.
First sack, wobbled the cart. This one, I think, sent it off the rails entirely. Taking the L on each of the first two plays leaves this offense looking at a very unlikely third down pickup.
Barkley gets it on third down. There's one that's about 4, but he's still well shy of that marker. It's fourth down. Offense to the line fast. They'll indeed go for this. It's Hurts. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Those defenders, it might be a while before they get another chance like that again. What an incredible opportunity to hand their offense field position inside the red zone while yet getting another shot of momentum themselves.
And he's taken down as they very quickly get into first and goal.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
First down, and they go right back to him. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up.
A loss of 2 brings up second and goal at the Eagles' 7-yard line.
Darts out of the shotgun. Flushed out of the pocket. Has it in close. And that's a New York touchdown.
I've been dealing, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm out here stepping, repping, flow electric. Time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching. God is beside us. Still ride with a in the fleece. I'ma up my piece if you trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, by confessions. Go to the higher. These they come from the cars. We different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes. I see through the lies. They pop piper. Warfare with spiritual forces, fighting the demons. Really for lifers. Karma with your energy harness. If I'm back in the corner, I might get the clicking until I just.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Two teams have met in Super Bowl 35 down in Tampa. The Ravens and Giants are underway. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down 6. Second down, they go again with Henry. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now Jackson going to shift him around. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Middle. Out.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Now he'll tuck this and run. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 29-yard line.
Hey, middle.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Sit up.
Oh, design run for their wideout. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
No, we change it.
They go play action now. Jackson now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll run. It's Henry. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop at a yard shy. Derrick Henry denied here on fourth down. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon.
Throwing, Dart.
He'll check this one down to Scalabrine. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scalabrine. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. No score after one on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun is Dart. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. They'll try and run here with Scalabrine. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens' 24. That one good for 33 and a first. He only needed a few inches. He got that and then some.
It felt to me like his offensive line and teammates took that as a personal challenge. They knew the line of scrimmage would be stacked. Didn't matter how many bodies were in there. They just wanted to create a little bit of a sliver for him, and that's what they did, and he rumbled.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. Now a 2nd and 10. To throw now, Dart. And the catch made by Johnson. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 22.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Scatterboot will score. Touchdown, New York. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
2nd and 5.
Hey, middle. No, we changed it.
Throwing is Jackson. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 2nd down.
Yeah.
2nd and 3.
Play action. It's Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
We changed it.
He'll look to throw. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They go play action with Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. A short throw caught by Andrews. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen, and held it to no gain.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 12-yard line. Inside handoff, Henry. He showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. 2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5.
Middle.
They're running again with Henry. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Let's go. Get hot. Hey, middle. Go right here.
Here's Jackson to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Mark Andrews in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
2nd and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. He sets to fire deep. Oh, and that is incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
It'll be a gain of 5. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing his dart. Now he's going to step up and run. Robinson hauling it in outright. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves it with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. Dart going to give to Scannaboo. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Dart from the gun on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 33. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd. Looking to throw, Dart. They'll set up the screen to Scatteroo. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively. Well, it could have gone for more.
They'll run from the gun with Scatteroo. Down to the 25. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
Throwing his Dart. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's Dart. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. To throw is Dart. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They'll start on the ground with Scatteroo. And he's going to be hemmed in and blocked down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Theo Johnson from 8 yards out. And the Giants answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Here's 2nd and 3. Play action. Now Jackson. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. off the play fake. Here's Jackson. He dumps it off for Henry. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second and a couple. They go play action now. Jackson. He's got Derrick Henry again. Back-to-back catches. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Here's Jackson. This will go to Henry out wide. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now Jackson. A check down here for Henry. Fights loose. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. On his loop for the extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And able to get this out to the 25. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Dart going to look to throw here. All tied up. Less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Here's second down. Scatteroo going to run it out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. And once again, it's Scatteroo. And he'll go down shy of 40 at the 41.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
To the air, Dart. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. That's caught by Johnson. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator. Showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that.
And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth. Obviously a huge touchdown for their team, but a big touchdown for a rookie quarterback here to be able to break the tie in the fourth quarter.
And he just shook off all the pressure, too. Because when you think about it, tie ball game, rookie quarterback, most of them are thinking, don't make a mistake. Instead, this young man just said, I'll make a play.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson.
And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
They still know
Why
the
you all
songs,
in my
right?
face, taking up all of my space? You should get out of my way. You should get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do. I'ma do what I want anyway. Don't really care what you think. You should get out of my way. Get your talking face out of my way. Out of my way. Out of my way. I got too many plays. I don't even play. Get out of my way. Out of my way.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Tonight, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the New York Giants. Longtime Panther Graham Gano has us set for a start as we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Goff going to look to throw right away. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 22 and a first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's gone. This one swung out to Montgomery. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be second down. Goff now looking to throw. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now 2nd and 9.
Back to throw. Goff. He's got right on the short throw. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Well, whatever script they put together for this offensive drive, Charles, seems to be working. I'm curious to see if this defense will make any adjustments here.
Things certainly going according to plan, aren't they? I mean, the way they're advancing the football, it's like they're on the practice field having one of their better days. But instead, it's game day, and they're moving the ball downfield with purpose.
To throw is gone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet, as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll try to run this one right up the gut. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Bobby Okereke making that tackle. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot.
And in for the Lions, touchdown. Jamison Williams hauling that one in from Jared Goff. And the Lions will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Looking to put a drive together. On the ground, it's Scalabrine to start the drive. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Now Dart. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To throw, Dart. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Giants first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. First down, here's Scalabrine. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 6. Out of the gun, here's Dart. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Dart from the gun on 3rd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll go. Here's Dart. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Now gone. He's got right on the short throw. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down. Here's Gone. They'll find Williams on the slant. And he's going to get this inside the 30. McGough and Williams hooking up there for a Lions first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Play action. It's gone. And his throw is incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Gone. This to Laporta, right side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Sam Laporta, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Lions have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make the score 14-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go.
Dart. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Throwing, dart. Open man, that's Malik Neighbors. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really good pickup of 28 yards. It looks like they'll move things around here. To the air once more is Dart. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Here's Dart. They'll dump this off to Scatteroo. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Liking 18.
To the air, Dart. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
That's complete to Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
70 line.
Throwing his Dart. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Johnson. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. To throw now, Dart. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To throw is Dart. Touchdown! Cam Scatteroo in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Gano the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. A final shot before break here. Goff. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. A one-touchdown ball game. 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Second down and 3. Dart going to look to throw here. To the right side and intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
After the interception, here's Goff. That's complete to Laporta. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that will bring up second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's taken down inside the 30.
2 for 1.
Now Goff looking to change the play. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And it's second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
180.
In motion goes the tight end. Now Goff. That's to the tight end, Laporta. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
That is caught. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Go!
They'll run with Gibbs. And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this 3rd quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. From the gun, here's Goff. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it with Gibbs. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He couldn't quite find the goal line, but a good run of 8 yards is going to make it an interesting 4th and goal now. They'll try to run with Gibbs. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Lions have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. No hesitation on the decision to go on 4th and goal from the 1, and they punch it in.
And I do believe that field position factors in there too, because even if they don't get in, you're going to force the other guys to go the full 99 yards. So to me, a good calculated risk, which actually paid off.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now Dart. A quick throw, but incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing his Dart. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have a Giants first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Give up the middle, Skidmore. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 4. To throw, Dart. He's got this complete to Robinson. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 29-yard line.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
And now they'll shift things around. Here's Dart. Here's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
But to throw once more, here's Dart. This is caught. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Let's go.
An inside run to Scatterby. And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Cam Scatterby, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Giants have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Here we go. Value.
Goff going to shift him around. We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Now Goff. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his 1st sack in the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. This is 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And some space here. He's on his way. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
We go tonight. 120.
Gibbs straight ahead. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Good game there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout, as they'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. And he will have a Lions first.
Like yellow on leaves, ball like an all-white shirt, no sleeves. Tell her, put it like me, blowing a coffee, he's asleep. You weak, chic, the web look at the boots, fleet, headache. Got a hook till she give me a headache. Send me a text, I ain't reading no essay. Fall back here, get back. I know so long as she get really good. So now I don't mean to call you up, cause I don't know that. And if I never call you again, that mean you throw back. We only met once, but we go back, way back. When now we on track, but you can never ever be my man. You a whole snap, you said it on your IG page. I ain't say that, like say that, lay back. In the back of the Maybach, play that. You see J that, I be in the streets like a strip rat. I will never be with a ring, cause he ain't finna take half. I be on my kid, one girl, one side, in a dope. Sending me a text like she misses. The only way she getting back in it.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the capital city of Colorado. Welcome to Denver and Empower Field at Mile High. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the New York Giants and the Denver Broncos. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, it's Graham Gano to get this one started. Off we go from Denver. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
Mike 44.
Throwing right away on the game's first play. Complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Now the former Ohio State Buckeye, here's J.K. Dobbins. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Now, a second down throw for Nix. To the left side, into the hands of Franklin. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
He was looking for Marvin Mims there. And it'll bring up second down.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. Throwing, Nix. That's caught, left side, it's complete. They'll fill up here, 1st and 10. Play action now. It's Nix. A throw left side, but it's incomplete. Evan Ingram, the intended target. And it'll be 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10.
That one underthrown and intercepted. Picked off by Cordell Clark.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. Once again, it's Scatterboo. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it. This is 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. To the outside, complete to Johnson. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down. Out of shotgun, it's Dart. Right back to Johnson. He's got it again. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. So that'll do it for a fast-moving 1st quarter of play. What will the 2nd quarter have in store? Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. It is 2nd and 6. Here's Scatterboo. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, here is Dart. Open man is Robinson. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. And what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
And he's going to weave his way forward. It's a 1st down at the 44-yard line.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs.
Bill fighting for yards, and he lost the football. The Broncos say they have it, and yes, they do.
Yeah, it's going to be unfortunate for this guy, Mike. I mean, that was incredible effort to continue to fight and break all those tackles. But it doesn't matter if you don't protect the ball. Sometimes it's just easier to say, hey, great effort, go down, live to play another snap. In this case, he just kept the play alive a little too long. The defense kept pursuing him, and next thing you know, they pop it out, and it goes the other way.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 3rd down and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. That's caught left side by Ingram. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Bombers, bombers, bombers. Ready.
Here's Nix to throw. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. He'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Second and 6 at the 19-yard line.
On second down, it's Nix. That's caught. It's the tight end Ingram. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. A gain of 11, and it's first and goal. Ball resting on the 9. First down and goal.
Oh, my son.
Mims sent in motion here. Here's a run. And he will score! J.K. Dobbins. Touchdown, Denver.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
So now after the touchdown, Luck's going to send this one away. On the return, it's Gunnar Olszewski. And across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. The drive will begin with a run by Scatterboot. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Trey Greenlaw in on the tackle. Second down, 8 yards to go. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Dart. He'll let it fly. Deep ball for Slayton. And the Broncos are going to have it at their own 32-yard line.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
Nix out of throwing here on first down. That is run in downfield by Sutton. And he will score. Portland Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. Here's Lutz now for the extra point. It's up and through. Broncos move out on top, 14-0. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Olszewski now to return. Whoa, good coverage by the kicking team. It's out of bounds, shy of the 20. Here's Dart on 1st and 10. They try to work the screen with Scatterboot.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
They face 2nd down and 7. Here's Dart. flush to his right. Now he takes off.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
On third down, here is Dart. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
They'll go, and here's Dart. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. He'll start this on the ground with Scatterby. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line. From the 31, here is 2nd and 5. Now Dart. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle gets him down behind the line. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? To throw is Dart. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down.
And another wasted drive here, Mike, and they start to add up. And coming out of halftime, you would think that they would make some adjustments to try to get some points on the scoreboard, but so far, looks like much of the same.
That's incomplete. Daring Hall on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down. On the ground, here's Dobbins. Good blocking to the 15. And he's into the end zone. Hey, Dobbins. Touchdown, Denver. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
So now after the touchdown, Luck's going to send this one away. Olszewski now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. On the give, Scatterby. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Looking to throw. It's Dart. Taken in right side by the tight end Johnson. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. A big play for the Giants. 42 yards.
It's not a coincidence, Mike, that the best offenses in the NFL are all excellent at yards after the catch. It's a combination of a few things: a highly accurate quarterback and the ability of the scheme to get open players in open space. Once you do that, the rest is up to them.
He's got it inside the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, New York.
Well, after being shut out in the first half, it has to feel good for this offense, Mike, to just get on the board, get something going. And now the question we have to ask is there enough time to come all the way back?
Yeah, just some belief, right, Greg? Just let's watch these guys on the next few drives. Did that give them a little belief that they can stay in this game? Best way to start with that score. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's Dobbins. They'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Nick snap on first and 10. Left side. That's complete. It's Sutton. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. It's a gain of 16, and it's 2 nice plays to begin this drive. A run with Dobbins. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. First and 10. He'll give it to Dobbins. And he's going to have a first down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this third quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the third quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10. They send Sutton in motion. Dobbins going to get it now as we start the fourth. And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's second down.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
That is caught at the 3. And the Broncos are looking at a first and goal. He takes it all the way down to the 2.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the fourth quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So, really nice job here late. We'll see if they can put this one out of reach.
And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. That one taken in. Portland Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
So now after the touchdown, Luck's going to send this one away. This will be returned from the 6. Now an opening past the 30. They position to start as the return is past the 40. To throw, it's Dart on 1st and 10. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. Throwing is Dart. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Throwing again, Dart. That's caught. It's Tyrone Tracy. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another 1st down. Dart's going to throw it again. Forced to his right. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield. I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Jones. And the Broncos are going to get the football back.
What's happening? What's happening? Hey, it's your boy Lil Jon. The Pick Your Me Click. What's up, Phony? What's happening? What's up, Sean Paul? What's happening? Hey, now ladies and gentlemen, it's about that time now. Turn this thing on out. Now let me see everybody do this. Hey, let's go. Snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers, then rock with it. Do it, do it, do it, do it. Go drop with it. Do a step with it. Put your hips with it. All my ladies, let me see you put a twist with it. You can't do it like me. I'm by myself. I do it so good. I don't need nobody else. What's happening? What's up? Got that.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Sunshine State and Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. But tonight we've got a good AFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Here now is Cam Little out to get us started. And off we go from Jacksonville. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
Any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Hey, hold. Ready? Hey, look. What's that?
Again, it's Cook. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
The 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
And this offense has come out swinging here in the early going. They picked up a nice chunk on that pitch and catch. And the two of them have this offense moving in the right direction to start this game.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Nine-yard line, 2nd and 6.
Hey, tight. Ready? What's that?
Allen running the option to the left. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
319! What's that?
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. Touchdown, Bills! James Cook from 4 yards out. And the Bills take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Hey, run! Silver!
They go play action now. Lawrence. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Well, they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Jags first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long.
I know they got the first down, but Brandon, I still don't like the call going for it there. Yeah, they got it, but I would have punted the ball there, played some field position. I mean, it's okay to end drives and kicks, right? You know, we've heard that from different guys before. Remember, kick's either a punt, right, field goal, or a point after touchdown. It's okay to end it in a kick.
Red on red.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Right, let's go.
From the shotgun, Lawrence in trouble, and he's taken down. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
He'll drop to throw.
And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Red 23. So,
now Lawrence. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up the score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents. That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. Past the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills go up by 2 touchdowns. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Jaguars receivers come to the line to start their next drive.
Hey, Lion,
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
That's complete into the hands of Myers. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Hey.
Now Lawrence. This ball caught by Strange. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 25 yards that time.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
A short throw there to Strange. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up second down. Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. And that'll be caught. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Alert!
A final shot before half for Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And able to get this out to the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
11. On red.
On first down, right back to Etienne. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. Down the right sideline. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick